Hi, I'm Anthea Hudson and I am the Events and Engagement Lead for Notting Hill Carnival, and right now we are at the Yard Centre in West London.
What's it like working behind the scenes at Notting Hill Carnival?
It's like your favourite theme park in the dark. It's really crazy, but I love it. And I feel like it's really fun because you're working with everyone who actually enjoys what they're doing, and everyone has some sort of link to the carnival in regards to their history, in regards to cultural or just kind of their heritage. And I think that bond kind of just helps the engine keep moving. And yeah, it's really good.
What does Notting Hill Carnival mean to you?
Notting Hill Carnival, for me, it's more about family and community, just for how I've been brought into Notting Hill Carnival. Of course, we have to always think of the history and how it started and how it became. But where my story starts, it comes from mass and steel pan. My gran, she made mass in the 70s for Ebony Steel Band, and I have about 4 generations in Ebony Steel Band, down to my nieces who still play for the band. And as a child, I played mass in Notting Hill Carnival. I don't look forward to Christmas, I look forward to Carnival. It's a big family moment. So for me, it's community and it's family.
Why is it important to share the history of Notting Hill Carnival?
It's important because years go on. I feel like with the history that we have, it's very important to try and keep a very straight road and to not forget. It's very easy for us to be at the event and just love it for a good time, or just enjoy that we're just here with our friends. But I feel like every year and every part of the year, it's always good to just remind where it's come from, that it was from racial tension, that we was able to sort of take this thorn and create it into like the rose that it is now. In all elements, everyone comes to Carnival for their own reasons, and that's perfectly fine. But I just feel like it's always good for the foundation to always be at the forefront.
What legacy does Notting Hill Carnival carry?
Legacy. I'd say that it kind of breaks up into quite a few bits. Foundation and the history. But in regards to moving forward, you want to think about community, integration, the economic side, just sort of the family and the friendships and the celebration. I feel like that's the legacy. Understanding that it came from something not so happy, but as we push forward and we remember, although the bad, we take the celebration and the happiness forward. So I hope that the legacy is kind of focused more on the celebration and the unity of the culture. We've just taken elements of the roads that we've taken to get here.
How does Notting Hill Carnival keep its integrity and authenticity to the culture it represents?
That everything changes over time, trends, how people dress, people's interests, how it started and the community there, and its focus on calypso and soca. And over time, just like with Carnival, we sort of extend it to what is happening in our world at that time. We have the Carnival event that happened in 59, Audio Jones, and then we have 66, the actual first Carnival in regards to the parade. But then in 73, the sound systems came in by Leslie Palmer, and then 79, the stages came in from Wilf Walker. So over time, things have changed or things have been added to it, but the foundation has always been the same. The parade always been a focus on the Caribbean culture, whereas everything else that's been added over time is like the UK culture that has slowly sort of integrated in. So I feel like that's how we keep our integrity, by not forgetting, but still mounting and creating it to be more of a bigger event than it started to be.
Is Notting Hill Carnival more distinctly representative of Caribbean or London culture?
In my opinion, I'd say it's Caribbean London culture. I feel like we tend to have this battle in conversations when we're speaking about Notting Hill Carnival. Notting Hill Carnival is not Grenada Carnival, it's not Trinidad Carnival. This carnival that we have has sound systems, We have stages and we have the parade. This is us. This is uniquely ours. It's not to say that it's changed and it's not Caribbean anymore. Oh no, it will always be Caribbean, but it's Caribbean culture in the UK. We're not here to be anyone else. We're here to remember our foundation and what we're doing, but then also just take on that Black London culture that we have and keep melting and creating from there.
Why do you think Notting Hill Carnival has stayed such a huge success for over 50 years, despite all the challenges it has faced, such as threats from authorities to discontinue it?
Notting Hill Carnival is its own emblem. You can't fight it. You can't break it down. It has a mind of its own and it's strong. And that's based on, again, how it came to be about. It wasn't something that we just kind of came together and put a TENS license in and said, hey, we're going to do it. It was something that was built off of hardship, like racial tensions in the area, the death of Castle Cochrane. It's come from something. It was something that we couldn't create and we couldn't choose what route it was going to take. Something was brought to us and we turned that into a creation of Roses.
Over the years, Lily Allen, Destiny's Child, and even punk bands have played at Notting Hill Carnival. What do you think the most important criteria for performers at Notting Hill Carnival is?
The love that you have for the carnival, the interest, the knowledge that you have for the carnival. I think coming to it and performing is one thing as an artist because you're coming to do a show. But I feel like with Notting Hill Carnival, a lot of people have that want because everyone growing up that's been coming to it maybe from small, or those that have never come and come for the first time have some sort of link to it. It's always nice to kind of hear a backstory or a link or an interest to Notting Hill Carnival because it is about community and togetherness. So when coming in as an artist, the interest and the love would have to be there also.
Why do you think women have always been such an integral part of this event?
Women are nurturers. Well, we give birth to everything that is. And there is a level of unspoken care that we have to anything that we do. And where Notting Hill Carnival is many people's babies. We work very hard, whether it's silent, whether it's in the forefront or in the background, to make sure that it is protected and well nurtured and well brought through. So I feel like it's very important to have females around, and I feel like all the females that are involved, and there are so many that you don't always see. Those that are involved all come from the angle of dealing with Carnival as their child. It's something that we always want to protect and take care of and make sure that we're bringing it up with all of the teachings and understandings of the world at the time that we're taking care of it.